What's up, everyone? I'm Remy.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Casey.
And this is day 9 of the Day Ones Discourse.
We are back again with Weird and Strange Superpowers. This is Weird and Strange Superpowers Part 2, and we're going to have fun with it.
Yeah. Bigger, badder, funnier, more explosive in every way. Make sure you guys are downloading the podcast, smashing that 5-star like button, subscribing. We need this for our sponsors.
Yeah, we need to see some return on investment here. This is getting hard. All right.
So same format as last part 1. So we've all thought of superpowers that we think are interesting or weird, and we're going to discuss it and see which one's the best.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we'll just berate Casey's idea, whatever it is.
I got a good one lined up, boys.
All right, let's hear it.
A really good one.
All right, you start us off then.
Okay. Picture this. I'm gonna take you on a little journey here. It's high school again.
Why would you bring back such awful memories?
I don't like it either, but I gotta set the scene. It's high school. You're in the classroom. You're getting bullied by that guy you hate that sits in the back corner of the classroom. You know what I'm saying?
For the listeners, that I was the guy in the back of the classroom bullying Casey.
Yeah. That's Lucas. I like how the little self-deprecation there. That's good. You're sitting there. He's bullying you.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you feel this surge of power within you.
Okay.
And with this power,
Does it come great responsibility?
immense responsibility.
That was terrible.
And in this situation, you turn to your bully, you say, "Hey," you point at him, and he poops his pants. Now let me elaborate. This superpower that you just acquired, you have the ability to control all bodily functions of other human beings.
Let me get this straight. You can choose when they salivate, when they pee, when they have a bowel movement.
When they bleed,
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, okay.
That's not a regular bodily function. That's kind of just like
fluid.
Oh, I thought you said bodily function.
Bodily fluid.
So then you can go to a little kid's birthday party and make everyone cry? Why would you want to do that?
If you're a psychopath, you would do that.
Then why do you want it as a power?
I'm not saying that's what
Wait,
I would do with
hold
that
on.
power.
Poop isn't a bodily fluid, so how are you making your bully poop his pants?
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's a body fluid.
Casey fully armed to the teeth, thinking he had the best idea coming in, and it just turns out it's an awful one again.
No, okay.
Throw
Well,
back to him
okay.
opening doors. Come on.
Okay. Well, let's flip it around. He pees his pants. That's awesome. You can humiliate anyone you want to at any time. You can just make them pee their pants. You can make them sweat profusely.
So what you're telling me is, with this superpower, I turn into a villain.
Only if you want to be a villain. Now, you see, you could help people out. You could be the good guy with this. Someone smells awful. Yeah. Horrible BO. Sweating like a pig. You point at him, and the sweat's gone. And they smell better. Someone.
So what then happens to the sweat that are no longer sweating? Is it just kept up inside of them?
It's a superpower. You can't explain that. It just happens. You control it, and you control it.
Right,
it's just done.
What
All right,
would you
so
practically use this for?
Yeah.
Okay, picture this. You just had a kid.
Yeah.
You don't want to change his diaper.
You're gonna constipate your kid. You genius.
No,
That's
that's the superpower. You can control it. It doesn't affect them. It's just like it never happened. You know what I'm saying?
So you just keep all of their bodily fluids within them.
Basically.
I mean, you could actually apply that, though, in the sense that you could just pick up your kid, walk it over on top of the toilet, and then just make it poop.
Exactly.
Theoretically, there is very few practical examples I could see of that being used, but all in all,
You could get a job walking around hospitals And rather than people like having to use like a catheter or something because like their bladder doesn't work after anesthesia, you could just walk around, instantly make them start being able to pee again.
Picture this. This will be a faster one.
Okay.
You're a police officer. Yeah. You got a partner.
Oh gosh, I don't want to know where this goes.
He gets shot. He's bleeding. He's gonna die. Guess what you can do? You can stop that bleeding. You just point at him, and they stop bleeding. You just saved your partner's life.
You know what else you could do to stop that bleeding? Wrap a bandage around him.
Yeah, you know the percentage of how many people survive a gunshot wound to the stomach?
Do you?
No, I don't, but I don't think it's high.
All right, so we've heard Casey's interesting idea here, and it's valid, sure, but
Not as I will grant it to you, is more creative, and I think it has more practical uses than being able to just open doors.
Okay, that's what I was going for. That's all I was going for.
all right, as practical as Casey's is, picture this. My superpower is outstanding, all right? Picture yourself sitting at your computer. Something pops up. A Nigerian prince is trying to contact you with $63 million in gold. You know it's a scam, but with your new superpower, it turns any scams and any fake ads into real, genuine things.
Oh my God, you could do anything with that. You'd have so much money.
Yeah, and you'd also have about 27 viruses on your computer. Because you know how you get those like ads that'll pop up out of just literally nowhere, where it'll just be, you have 18 unfound viruses on your computer. Please use our security service now. All of a sudden, now you actually have 18 viruses. You know how you get those fake calls from the IRS, which are like, the IRS is putting you up for like tax evasion or something like that. Turns out Remy is literally being put up for tax evasion.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my God.
You know, that's fair. However, picture this. You're the millionth viewer of a website. You've now won an iPhone 11. That makes up for you evading taxes.
That makes up for the 5 years in prison you're going to spend for tax evasion.
Sweet, that's awesome. That's great.
Winning millions from a Nigerian prince in gold or tax evasion. I mean, I think the real winner here is millions in gold. Don't at me.
What if are there scams where they say your relatives are dead or something? You got like an estate that you got to inherit?
No.
Because if there are, that...
Oh, that's brutal. Oh, God, I just got the other half of that. Oh, my Lord, that's terrible.
So the pro with that is I now have an estate, but the con is one of my relatives is now dead.
Lucas is currently coughing into a pillow.
I didn't want the podcast to sound bad for the listeners.
It's okay, the listeners don't care.
What we do for you guys out there.
I think this superpower would be ideal for Lucas because you get those ads, hot singles in your area. Instantly becomes real for Lucas, and there's hot singles in the area for him. It'd be really good for him.
Lucas begged us not to mention anything about that because he didn't want to paint this picture of him, but we know who Lucas is. A good guy. We'll say it now. We're gonna throw a disclaimer in. Lucas is a cool guy. He's a good guy. He just needs a lady. So hit him up.
Hey, I actually like that disclaimer. That's nice.
All right, so that's my superpower. It's pretty balanced because there's the negative aspects that Lucas so kindly pointed out, but you can win millions of dollars. So let's hear yours, Lucas.
All right. Mine is much less practical this time.
I'm curious.
But it's really good because I wish I had it. And it is the ability to run as fast as any car that you are near.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, hold on. So you can run as fast as a car, but how long can you run that fast for?
As long as the car is next to you.
So if
you want to save on gas, you just start running right next to a car, and then all of a sudden I'm running 65 miles an hour from Moscow all the way down to see you guys in Boise for 5 hours.
That's actually kind of genius. You'd be the fastest person alive. That's for sure.
As long as there's a car.
Car around.
You make it to like somewhere in track, high up place in track, either a college or you're like doing a competition, and they're like,
And they have to have an ATV running next to me the whole time so that I can run fast.
you just see this dude zooming across on like a bicycle or a dirt bike, just zooming around the track while Lucas is just on pace with it.
Well, they have those pacer ATVs that go ahead of the whole entire party, so he could just be up in front with everyone else running with that.
Yeah, but they don't stay there the whole time.
Like, tell me how many times you guys have been on a run and then you see like someone in the car that you know, like around your neighborhood, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I have to run as fast as I can now. So I race the car, and imagine just being able to keep pace with a car just easily. Or
Sorry, Lucas, I don't value what others think of me. So
Also, does this mean when you're not around a car, you are not able to run because you can only run as fast as a car?
no, I'm assuming then that you just have normal people like running abilities.
that's so average.
But it'd be cool. Like, nonetheless, that'd be a super cool thing to whip out at a party. Someone's just like, hey, I'm going to be driving these people home. And I'm like, okay, I'll run next to you.
Be true. You never have to worry about like being in a car if there were like space issues. Like you got a car that can fit 5 people. You're the 6th person. You're like, it's all right, guys. I'll just run outside.
How tired would you or your legs be after that?
I'm assuming that if it's a given superpower, and since it doesn't have any practical use besides this, I'm going to say you're not tired, but you are as sweaty as you would be afterwards.
Oh my god.
Dripping sweat everywhere.
Also, if you think about it, how many calories would you burn running 65 miles an hour for 5 hours? You'd have to like just have a full backpack full of snacks that you're just munching down the whole way in order to just prevent you from passing out.
Yeah, I don't know. If you have physical like limitations at all in any way, shape or form, there's no way you could handle that.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's definitely a interesting one. Very weird.
You guys have
Like that one.
Superpowers lined up because I got another one.
Yeah, you can say it. We got time.
Okay, here's another one. I think it'd be super cool to, right once you meet anyone, instantly be able to know their name, like one cool fact about them, and then their pet peeve.
You see, this only works for people who talk to other people, so this doesn't really apply to me.
Casey, this is completely.
I'll pass the torch to Remy.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's very useful if you're looking for like good friends or a teacher or something that you can find out a cool fact that you can connect with them on or something. And it would be a really cool way just to be like, you know something about them, genuine.
At that point, you would literally, like, unless you're really socially inept, you would never be able to have like a bad first impression with someone, because you could always find a talking point on either like the fact that you know about them, or just casually mention like that you similarly have the same pet peeve or something like that. I don't know. So
that would be a cool thing to kind of throw out when you're just meeting someone.
And you'll never forget anybody's name ever. So you would just be able to be like, "Hey, Andrew, how you doing?" And they'd be like, "You remember my name? I met you once 6 years ago."
So it's only people that you've met before, or the instant you see anyone, you know.
Instant you see anyone.
Man, you could make some money off that, dude. You know what I'm saying? You could.
Actually, that's kind of true. You could go on like America's Got Talent or something like that, and then just walk up to the judges and say some really cool fact about it.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be really hard to prove to other people that you hadn't like talked to them beforehand or known anything. But I think if you went to enough people would start to be like, this guy knows. That's cool.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
That one's pretty.
Do you wanna trade that one out for your other one in the voting?
I feel like I don't normally make like really bad first impressions with people, so I'm not like super concerned, I guess.
Wow. High and mighty over here.
I know. I just mean like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it'd be way cooler if I could run as fast as a car.
Fair enough.
I get to have a superpower, like being really fast would be cool. So.
You know what another cool, weird superpower would be? Extremely unlucky. So whenever you flip a coin, it always lands tails. Whenever you roll dice, there are always snake eyes or anything like that, where it's always just extremely bad. Whatever you don't want, you get. And then you're able to then bet off of that.
No, that's like the chicken and the egg at that point. Like, what comes first? If you decide that, like, you're going to say heads and then you automatically bet on tails, like then you obviously want tails to win, or like you know that this is already gonna happen.
So there's set circumstances. So like you will always flip tails. You will always roll snake eyes. You will always, get 2 aces during blackjack. You will always get, the worst cards in poker. You just, the worst outcome that you could get, you get.
That sounds terrible.
Well, like Remy was saying, you just start betting on the worst odds.
That's only applicable to gambling. Then think about everything else that goes wrong in your whole life.
That's really true.
Well, yeah, but your thing's only applicable if you want to run really fast. So
Mine's applicable in all situations. So
shout out to Casey for having the worst superpowers of all time.
you got if one of you doesn't vote for mine, this is rigged.
How about another one? The ability to never have to shower, yet always stay like clean and like smelling really nice.
Add on to that, white teeth, straight teeth, clean breath.
Oh my god.
That's
literally I've had dreams about that. Oh man. That would take the W, but we're not going to count that one.
Yeah, we'll do the first 3 that were proposed.
Okay, yeah. All right, so the recap. My superpower, control of other people's body fluids. The best one. Remy's.
Any internet scam or fake ad instantly becomes real for you.
And then ability to run really fast if you're around a car.
Okay. So we're going to vote. Remy, you can start. Which one do you think is best? Not yours, between mine and Lucas's.
Casey's.
Yes!
What?
Yes!
No,
Let me explain why. I have very few instances where I want to run really fast and be super sweaty afterwards. Like if I wanted to get to work and be super sweaty, yeah, that's not something I want to be.
Change your clothes and shower.
And there's no shower at my work. That's not going to work. However, with Casey's, if a patient's about to vomit on me or pee on me, I could be like, nah. And I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, that's a huge win for the team there. All right.
Casey gets one vote and then just immediate satisfaction, life fulfilled.
All right, so next up, Lucas. Between mine, body fluids, and internet scams. Who's are you choosing? This could be the decider. If you choose mine, choose mine. Please choose mine.
Oh, that's so hard. Because on one end, I never get good internet scams. It's always like viruses were found, like the IRS just called and you're getting put up for tax evasion or something like that. But also, I really could care less if I could control other people's bodily fluids.
There's nothing bad that can happen with my superpower. Nothing bad.
That's actually fair.
But imagine you get that one internet scam for $18 million. Now you have to never worry about money again, even if you were in prison for 5 years for tax evasion.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Casey's.
Yes! Yes!
All right, Casey, which one of ours gets second place?
Second place?
Yeah.
Running fast next to a car or internet scams. The sweaty part on yours, Lucas, just really knocks yours down quite a bit. I'm gonna have to go with internet scams.
No.
Let's go.
It's okay. I won the last one. It's all right.
I've gotten second place 2 times in a row. Let's go.
I'll let you have this one, Case.
Thank you. Well, I was crowned the champion, as I so rightfully deserved. We're gonna move into our last bit. Song recommendations for the week. Remy's first.
All right, I'm going to go with Change Your Mind by Dillon Francis, featuring Lovely the Band. I just really like the song, and I think it's fun and catchy.
Alrighty. I'm going to do another Gregory on Isakov recommendation. I'm going to do Big Black Car because it was one of the first songs I'd ever heard by him. And it's just such a classic. You can play it in any situation you could possibly imagine, and it's a banger. So...
yeah, I'm going to have to go with, it's more of an album recommendation than it is a song recommendation. and it's what am I saying? It's Half Alive's new album now, not yet.
Okay.
My favorite song in there is Maybe, so please listen to that song. It's really good.
That is a good song.
Rest of the songs are amazing as well, so those are really good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, Evan, have a good night.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, and make sure to go hit us up on our social media. Hopefully we can get some responses back on topic ideas or feedback. We'd love to hear it. So thanks for listening, guys.
So yeah.
Good night.